Good evening. My name is Joy Robinson. I am one of the adult services librarians at Piscataway Public Library. We are grateful to you for joining us this evening, and we are so pleased to have our speaker, Rajeeyah Madinah of Digital Skills Learning, LLC. She is a marketing consultant, an entrepreneur, and an instructor. And we are pleased to have her return to Piscataway Public Library for another, what I'm sure will be a fun-filled and very informative presentation on Instagram business marketing. Okay, Rajeeyah, over to you.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Piscataway. Let me just say that first and foremost, I miss you, Piscataway. I miss having the programs live there at the library, but we're going to make the best of it, and we're going to keep moving along with virtual programs. So I'm excited about doing this tonight, and I want to thank you all for signing up. I've got some amazing things in store for you tonight about how you can start a business on Instagram right away. And it's something that anyone can do at any skill level. The classes that I teach are for that purpose. I want someone who's new to the computer, who's new to social media, who's new to going online. I want them to feel empowered and to know that they can start an online business and they can use Instagram as well for their business marketing. So that's what we're going to do tonight. I'm going to take you all the way through from creating the business to actually marketing the business on Instagram. And I'm going to show you tools that will simplify tasks for you. A lot of the things that are done on Instagram and online, there's different automation tools that are used to simplify it. There's no one posting on Instagram all day. They have software set up that generates those posts, those scheduled posts, and things like that. So I have a lot of cool things that we're going to go through tonight on the Instagram platform. We're going to focus on Instagram. So first things first, I'm going to pull up this Instagram page just to give you a little insight on some of the pages I'll go through. This is Kylie Cosmetics. When you are home, once this program ends, what I want you to do is follow this page on the Instagram app. If you don't already have the Instagram app, I want you to download it, and I want you to follow this page. Not because you wear makeup. I mean, if you wear makeup, that's an added bonus. But the reason is, it's because this page is set up amazing for marketing and for business. So there's a lot of different things we can learn from Kylie Cosmetics on Instagram. Also, another page that I think is really amazing is this one, which is Nike. So on your Instagram app, I want you to and on Instagram as well. And then the third one, can you guys hear me okay? I just got a notification that can you hear me okay, Joy?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
You did break up for a second, but we can hear you.
Can you hear me right now?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I just got a notification saying that it was unstable, the volume. Okay, so the third one is Fenty Beauty. This is another cosmetics line, not because you wear cosmetics, but because this is what's huge on Instagram. This is what's making a lot of money. Right now, Rihanna is they named her the wealthiest female musician. And that's not because of the music, but it's because of this Fenty Beauty line that she made, over $400 million with. So that kind of moved her over the bar, in terms of being the wealthiest female musician. So this is why I'm using these pages. And we all know, obviously, regarding Kylie Cosmetics, that she made a lot of money as well. I'm not really sure of the specific amount because I know there was some questions about what that exact dollar was, but it was definitely hundreds of millions of dollars. With Kylie Cosmetics. And Nike, I don't even have to tell you how much money they make. With Instagram, before Instagram, and even after Instagram, they'll be making great money. So they're one of the best. So that's why I'm giving you those three. Of course, there's more that you'll be taking a look at on your cell phone. What I want you to do is, if you have Instagram on your cell phone, I want you to have your cell phone next to you and have that app logged in. You can pull up that app. There's some differences with the cell phone versus the desktop. So I'm going to go through that a little bit as well. And also, I'm going to go through Facebook, because Facebook owns Instagram. So in order to thrive with your business on Instagram, you got to take it to Facebook. I sent some handouts. I hope you all got it. Regarding Instagram ad campaigns. And what they do is Instagram ad campaigns are generated through Facebook Business Manager. So essentially everything you do regarding business with Instagram comes back to Facebook. So there's definitely going to be some Facebook in this program as well. So that's what that is on there. Also, I'm going to go through Canva, which is a site that I use in a lot of my programs, basically all of them. I try to find a way to pull up Canva. And what it is it's a site for graphic designs. It has different designs and templates already available for you to use for your business, for your marketing, for everything. For Instagram, for Facebook, they already have, you know, sizes and designs already created for you. So that's what Canva is. And also, before we even get to the marketing, we got to build the store. We got to start the business. So I'm going to be touching base on Shopify, which you can do drop shipping with, and use this through Instagram and Facebook. So I'm going to be going through Shopify, their drop shipping tools, and things like that. So what I want you to do is, everyone, let's get started. The first thing I want you to do is think about what kind of things you are interested in. When you're thinking about what you want to sell online, I want you to think about what your hobbies are. Are you interested in clothing? Are you interested in cosmetics? Are you interested in health and wellness? Those kind of things. Take a moment to think about your particular interests and then write them down. I would start out, you know, if you don't know what kind of brand you want to build yet, I would start out by writing down 3 things that I'm interested in, or maybe 1 thing that I'm interested in, and then 2 things that I do really well, because that'll always, you know, be a good business for you to start too, if it's something that pertains to that thing that you do really well. So I want you to do that. Write down 3 things that you're interested in, or either 1 thing that you're interested in and 2 things that you do really well. Okay. The next thing I want you to do is go on Instagram and just kind of take a look on here through hashtags to see what's on there already. So for example, I'm going to put hashtag makeup artist. Now, before I put that all the way through, I want you to take a look at the screen. It says hashtag makeup artist, 99 million posts. Do you see that? That's really important. The number of value that we get under each hashtag, it gives us an idea of the amount of people that are interested in that post. So the way that Instagram works is you use hashtags so that you can be seen by more people, by more customers, get seen by more pages. The way that it works is Instagram reads your hashtags, and from that they decide which pages to put you on. Everyone has an Explorer page on their Instagram, on the cell phone as well as on the desktop or the laptop or the iPad. On the Explorer page will have things that you're interested in. And the way that they'll decide what you're interested in is based upon your behaviors, the things you've searched for previously, the hashtags that you use on your personal pages. So for a business, we want to find out hashtags that our audience is using. We want to find out what we're interested in and start looking up hashtags for them and write down that dollar value. 99 million posts pertaining to makeup artists. So that's interesting. That's something that I would take, I would take note of. I would write it down. I actually keep a spreadsheet of the values of hashtags, not just a hashtag, but really the spreadsheet is for the value, just to get an idea of what words versus others are good for my business. And that'll help you deciding which ones to use going forward. So if I take makeup artist off and I just use makeup, 328 million. Do you see that? So that's a huge difference from makeup artist, which was very specific, to hashtag makeup, which is 328 million posts. So this lets you know that there's 328 million people interested in that hashtag makeup. They were interested in it so much that they actually posted it. So that's something that we want to take note of and we want to notate. So now if I have a spreadsheet that says has in one column hashtag makeup artist, and then the next column 99 million, I could have underneath that hashtag makeup, and then in the next column underneath it 328 million. Then I could filter through my hashtags and things like that, and I'll know the values of the words. The values of the words, keywords is what they're called. So what this is this is entry level SEO. If you've taken my classes before, you may have heard me use the term SEO before, and that means search engine optimization. Search engine optimization is how to come up on the front page of Google. The same thing applies with Instagram. How do we come up on people's Explorer pages? That's the same thing as the front page of Google. And the way that you do that is by using amazing hashtags. Using amazing hashtags, understanding the words that people like, the words that people are interested in, and what their behaviors gravitate to. And so that's why you want to do hashtag research like this. So you would take that list of 3 things that you're interested in and find out what the hashtags are. And then write down these additional hashtags. So this is makeup, makeup tutorial, makeup looks, makeup videos. I would write down all of that. For any industry. It doesn't have to be makeup. It could be fitness. It could be health and wellness. It could be education. It could be entrepreneurship. It could be auto, whatever the industry is. That's what you want to do. And now you're working on your keyword list, you're doing research for your SEO. So that's what you want to do. Okay, so what I want you to do, the first thing is write down 3 things you're interested in. The second thing is check out the hashtags for it. The hashtag is the number symbol. I didn't really explain that, so I'm sorry. I should have explained. The number symbol is the hashtag. We call it a hashtag. It's really the number symbol. And it keeps tally of all the people who post with that word or that keyword. So that's what you're going to do. Make a list of 20 different keywords. One column will be the word or the term. Like makeup videos would be a term, and then the next column will be the value, These values matter. I'm sure you heard of Google AdWords. I'm sure you've heard of pay per click. I'm sure you've heard of impressions. Things like that are connected to keywords. Keywords are going to get you seen by more people, which gets you the numbers in other areas, more views, more impressions, things like that. So it's all connected. So that's the second step, is to write down 20 terms. And then, we're moving ahead, we're moving forward. The third thing is I have another site for you. I'm going to send you another handout, a follow-up handout. This is a site I want you to use as well. It's called best-hashtags.com. The reason I like this site for you is because it will already have hashtags for different industries on here, and you can hit copy and you can get a whole list of hashtags and paste it on another area. You can paste it on a Word document, or you can paste it on, if you're on your cell phone, you can put it in your notes area on your cell phone. So this is a little hack. This is what I want you to do. For each industry, each business, have at least 5 different groups of hashtags that you're copying and pasting. And then you can, use different hashtags. You can switch them up. This is what people do when you see those hashtags online. A lot of times they have groups of hashtags already created and just stored somewhere, and then they switch them up. Instagram gives you a limit of 30 hashtags with each post. So, that's the max you can use. A lot of times it's better if you use less, maybe use 15. You can even use 9, and that's okay, as long as it's good hashtags that pertain to your industry. And then you switch them up, you switch them around. You kind of use maybe 9 from here and then 9 from here one day. And then you can go down here and they even give you percentages. So this says top 10 healthy living hashtags, and you get percentages on here. Healthy living, healthy lifestyle, healthy food, health, fitness, healthy eating, and weight loss and nutrition. So take a look at this website. This will save you a lot of time. It's called best-hashtags.com. So first do the research on Instagram and write down some values. That's going to give you an idea of the interests and the behaviors of your audience. And then come on over to here and get you a couple of sets of hashtags. This is good if you're in real estate as well. I just bring that up because I did a lot of e-commerce discussions before, but this is also good if you provide services, not just if you're selling products, but if you provide services, if you do real estate, if you do consulting, anything, you can use the same formula, the same process. So you're going to get these hashtags so you can get seen. Your posts on Instagram can get seen by more people. So that's what that is. So I'm going to go back to Instagram. So we picked 3 things that we're interested in. We put them in hashtag form and find about 20 hashtags. And we write those down and keep those for ourselves or put them on a spreadsheet so we can filter them. And then also you're gonna go to best-hashtags.com and get yourselves several hashtag lists. Now, if you wanna do well for your business, go ahead and get 5 different lists. Get 5 different groups, and then store them on a Word document or store them on your phone, on your cell phone, under the notes section of your cell phone. That way, when you want to post on Instagram, you can just copy and paste from the notes section. You don't have to go ahead and type everything on there. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Yep. So
yes.
that's the next step. You're going to use the hashtags, best-hashtags.com. So there we have it. So now when you want to get started, that's what I want you to do when you first get started. If you're interested in sports, do this for sports. If you're interested in health and wellness, do this for health and wellness. For cosmetics, do it for cosmetics. For clothing, for t-shirts, for watches, whatever it is that you're selling or that you want to start selling, do this work ahead of time for that business. What you'll have in the end game is you'll have a list of hashtags and values on a spreadsheet, which you can use Google Docs for it. Google has their own version, Google Sheets for, it's their version of Excel spreadsheets. You can use that if you have a Gmail. And then you can also use Google Docs, which is Google's version of Microsoft Word, to store your hashtags. So already you're working on your marketing content for your business. Those things are very important to have from the very beginning. When I work with clients, I make them have, create a folder for themselves. One that's there with them in their office or at their home, and also one that they have online, documents that they have stored online in an online folder. This spreadsheet with numbers and key terms, and then this list of words and hashtag groups, for them to use for their business going forward. So you're gonna do this work in the beginning so you can use it all year and next year and things like that. So that's the groundwork that you want to do ahead of time. Then what I want to do is I want to come back over to another site, which is called Aliexpress. Aliexpress is amazing. I want to show you how to get to Aliexpress. What you're looking at right now is Aliexpress Dropshipping Center. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is not something that people share in programs. You're really getting, the library is really taking good care of you because this is really, AliExpress is stuff that people keep a secret. They don't want people to know where they're getting their products from. They don't want people to know who they're drop shipping with, how they're getting their vendors, things like that. This is how you're going to get your vendors. I want you to sign up with AliExpress Dropshipping Center. If you take away one thing from this program, it's this: sign up with AliExpress Dropshipping Center. If you do these different steps, you can have a business running on Instagram with the Instagram store, online in no time. I'm talking like 3 days, because all of these different sites work together. Instagram works with Shopify. Shopify is an authority site. They work well with AliExpress. Shopify has their own app called Oberlo that connects with AliExpress, and they all connect with Instagram and Facebook. So a lot of people will build their own website, maybe with WordPress or things like that, and they may, run into issues like, I'm having trouble getting this approved with Facebook and things like that. Because sometimes, Facebook works better with authority sites. I don't know, maybe they have a contract with Shopify. I'm not sure, but I know that when you use these different sites together, everything runs smoothly and you'll get it going in no time. So AliExpress Dropshipping Center. Let me just show you how to get here. Let me go back to Google and show you what to do. I don't think I covered this in my previous class with the library. This is what I do at Union County College. I have programs there that are pretty extensive. They're about 5 weeks. Some of them are 8 weeks. And we do e-commerce. And so that's what this is. This is e-commerce. Selling products on Instagram is e-commerce. And the way to find vendors and to find products and things like that and to do more research is to use Aliexpress Dropshipping Center. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Google, and the search bar, type in Aliexpress Dropshipping Center. As you can see, it comes right up because I use it in my classes. And here it is right here. And you're gonna let it come up. What I want you to do is sign up with them. Sign up with your own Aliexpress Dropshipping Center account, and then we're right here. And if you look to the left, it says find products to sell. Right here it says find products, find the winning products. So this is what you're going to be using. So I'm using this particular account to show you guys, to teach in my classes. I'm going to click on find products, find winning products. You're ready to find winning products by keywords, categories, price range, shipping condition, video availability, and more selection criteria below. Number one, keywords. That lets you know everything you do with Instagram, with Google, with your website, with e-commerce, with marketing. It all is generated by keywords. So if you can understand keywords, you can be great at anything you want to do online, because keywords controls everything. And so that's what you're starting out with. When you study those hashtags and you look at the amount of people that are posting it, you're analyzing keywords, keyword research. So that's, hashtags and keywords are the same thing. When you hear me speak about keywords, and I'm speaking about hashtags, I'm talking about the same thing. What words can help your audience, reach your post? What words can help your post get seen by a bigger audience? Give me 1 second. I think I see something in the chat. 1 second. Is Aliexpress just for products, or can services be used with this site as well? Aliexpress has products on here. If you want to provide services, I'll show you another site for that. This right here is for specifically for products, for drop shipping, meaning you're not liable for the fulfillment. The company that you're working with, that vendor, has to provide the fulfillment, which is they have to ship the products out to the customer. Great question, by the way. Thank you. With your services, I'll show you some tools so that you can put services online and set things up online. But this has products on Aliexpress. What you could do is you can find products that complement your services. So a lot of times we'll have a brand, and our brand is to provide some type of service. But what you can do is also find products that you can sell along with your service, products that complement your service. So that's available too. And then vice versa. If you have products that you're selling, you can always create services to complement those products. And you're always building your brand. So great question, by the way. And I'll definitely show you some tools for that tonight. So right here, it says find the winning products by keywords. So I just wanted to point keywords out to let you know how important that is. So find products, I'm going to click on that. And this is going to tell you what's selling right now. If I scroll down, it says 2020 minimalist men's fashion ultra thin watches. Orders 23,000. You see this? This is incredible. I want you guys to sign up for Aliexpress Dropshipping Center. You can see my name in the corner over here. I've signed up with this, and this is just to teach my classes with this one. I have other logins as well, but I want you to sign up with them and come on here and take a look at the different products. So these are female socks that are selling, but actually this one right here has 23,000 orders. So that's pretty good. And they're $2.68. You can sell that for $9. You can sell 3 times the amount, or 2 times if that's what you want to do. Most people do at least 3 times. And there's 23,000 orders. So this right here is telling you the orders. That's letting you know what people are, how many people are buying it. This one, 11,000. So many different things on here. This looks like shoestrings, this one. This one says women platform shoes, sneakers. So you can sell sneakers, $16.39. You can turn around and sell that for how much you want to sell it for. Women's leggings, fitness workout leggings, sports jeggings. As I scroll down, I see different things, resistance bands with ankle strap cuffs. Okay, so these are all items that you can take and turn around and sell on Instagram. The reason I bring you to this site is because before we do business on Instagram, we got to know what we're going to sell. What do we want to sell? What are we interested in? So if you come on to Aliexpress, you'll be able to take a look at what's selling. You see, I didn't put any keywords in here yet. I just went on and scrolled down to see what is selling. So I'm going to go back up and I'm going to put in here, if this was before Valentine's Day, I would put that in there to see what kind of products are coming up pertaining to that. But right now I'm just going to put in women's fashions, and we'll see what comes up. So different keywords. So those same keywords that you use from Instagram, you'll come to AliExpress and you'll find which ones are selling for your particular keyword. I don't know why they pulled this one up, because this one says 0, so we're not going to order that. A fox fur, we're not going to order that one. But yeah, so this is what you're going to do. You're going to go through here, look at the different things they offer, see what the prices are, see what they the discounts are, see how many they're selling. Let me go to the second page. You can filter it too, filter it when you're working on your own screen. I want you to take time and get familiar with this. When you see clothing on Instagram, on all over, this is a lot of times, this is where the vendors are coming from. When you buy a vendor's list, a lot of times that vendor is already on here. Aliexpress Dropshipping Center. Again, we're talking about drop shipping. We're talking about letting them do the fulfillment, meaning they're liable for getting the product to the customer. We're completing the sale on Instagram. You can get the wholesale from Aliexpress too if you want to ship the product out yourself to customers. But for the most part, right now, a lot of people prefer drop shipping. There's less hands on the items, so it makes it easier that way. And then it's more convenient because everything is automated. You're just making sure the content is posted on social media, then it's automated from there. It's going out and it's being sold from there. And the same thing with Amazon. They have FBA, which is fulfillment by Amazon, and they have FBM, which is fulfillment by merchant. So you have those options as well. Fulfillment by merchant will be the wholesale, meaning you have wholesale items that you're mailing out to the customer. Fulfillment by Amazon, meaning you're letting Amazon ship that out to the customer.
Rajeeyah,
Let me just take a moment to the chat.
Gigi, your microphone is going in and out. I don't know if you're moving your head or.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Joy. Okay. What about now? Is it okay now?
It's good. It's good.
Right here. Okay, good. Let me stay put. Sorry, I get so caught up. Someone said try t-shirts. Great. Thank you. Let me put in here t-shirt. T-shirts. There's so much. Joy, is it okay now?
Okay. Yeah. Now I can hear you, but yeah, you faded out for a second.
Okay. I think when I put my hand over it, it's covering the mic. Okay. So 1 second. Let me see. Oh no, I'm gonna do t-shirts. Hold on 1 second. T-shirts. Fantastic. Okay, they have long sleeve t-shirts, children's t-shirts, women's t-shirts, all types of t-shirts, wholesale. T-shirts with designs already on them. There's so much you can do with the t-shirt industry right now through Instagram and also through Shopify. You can design your own t-shirts. Shopify and through one of their apps called Printify. So thank you for that question. That's an amazing question. I'm going to get into the options for that as well. Okay, so right now, this is Aliexpress. So I want you to sign up with Aliexpress.
Okay, yeah, you're going back out again.
Wow. Am I going out right? Am I on right now?
Yes, we can hear you fine now.
Okay. Sorry, you guys. I'm going to make up for it. I promise. Sorry about that. Okay, I get caught up and I get excited and I move around. You know, typical glitches, you know, when doing virtual, but we're gonna give you, you're still gonna get a lot of info. Okay, and you can hear me now, okay?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so yeah, so I want you to sign up for Aliexpress Dropshipping Center, and I want you to get familiar with this. Put in keywords, check out what they have on here, see what they're selling, see what people are buying. This one has kids t-shirts, $3.50. It looks like someone bought a huge batch there, 194. So check that out. Depending on your industry, depending on what you want to sell, what you're interested in, like we discussed, those three things, that's going to change what you search for on here. But sign up with them. It's free to sign up. It's free to sign up. So it can't hurt you to sign up and start doing research on it. So that is Aliexpress Dropshipping Center. Now, we're going to move forward. So we did a couple steps so far. We went to Instagram. We picked three things we're interested in. We looked at the keywords and hashtags on Instagram and the values. We've decided we're going to notate that and write that down on a spreadsheet so we can keep an itemized list. And also we went to that hashtag page, best-hashtags.com, and we saw that there's different hashtag groups already available that we can copy and paste and store for our business use. And we've done that. Then we came over to AliExpress and we're looking up products that pertain to those keywords and those key terms. Now we're moving forward and we're thinking about what we can possibly sell and where we can find vendors to sell with on Instagram. Okay, so that was AliExpress Dropshipping Center. I want you to sign up with them. Now we're going to move forward. We're going to move forward. So the next page is Shopify. I'm sure you've heard of Shopify by now. You know, we first started talking about it over a year ago. You know, it was new to several people, but now due to the pandemic, a lot of people are familiar with it now. They understand that this is a place where they can sign up with to get their website up and running, to sell products on Facebook, Instagram, Google, all across the board. So Shopify, I'm just going to quickly in the beginning show you the pricing because everyone's always interested in the pricing. They're like, okay, that's cool, but how much does it cost? So let me just quickly go over the pricing with the Shopify. If you scroll down, the basic Shopify is 29 bucks a month. The Shopify, which is the next level, which I believe is over 40 products, is $79 a month. And then if you have a lot of businesses, it's $299 a month. This is the basic one that everyone uses. It's the $29 a month. It lets you sell up to 40 products, Anything more than 40, you're going to have to go to the $79 a month. So this is the basic one that most people use. So yeah, so come on over to Shopify and take a look at this, the pros and cons, additional fees. Of course, there's a fee when you take credit card payments. That's everywhere. You're not going to get around that. Whether you use Stripe, whether you're using PayPal, wherever you're allowing your customers to pay with credit card, there's going to be a fee. Online credit card rates, 22.9% plus 30 cents USD. This is all across the board. So I don't want you to think that, you know, accepting credit card payments is free anywhere because it's not. And that's usually around the rate, the 2.9%. So yeah, so that's what Shopify, that's the fee for it. Now what it is it's a website platform that lets you create your own, you know, web page, and you don't have to have, you know, Shopify in the URL. It can say www.macys.com or whatever you want your website to be called. Let me just take a moment to kind of go through some of the things in here. If you want to create a page on here, they do give you a 30-day free trial or 14-day free trial. I guess they changed it. You can sign up with that and you can practice on here and check things out. I'm going to click on branding for a moment. Look professional and help your customers connect with your business name generator, online presence, web address, stock photography, store setup, products to sell, store themes. These are all, you know, things that they have available for you for your business. Right now, I'm going to go to store themes so you can kind of take a look. These are different themes that they have available for the different websites and different businesses. This one right here, if you're selling a product, a camera, or, you know, some kind of digital item, this is a theme of a website. you know, what the website will look like. I'm going to click on View Demo so you can see, and they give you an idea of what the website looks like. This is something that you've seen so many times because now so many people use Shopify. You just don't know it because they probably have taken the Shopify logo off of the bottom of their page, but a lot of e-commerce sites are using Shopify. So you've probably seen this style of a web page before with that product in the middle screen and then these different categories at the top. And this is the desktop view. And then they also give you the mobile view. So you can see what it'll look like on cell phones with the menu there, and then with the cart right there. So this is something that, you know, it's worth taking a look at, checking out. So the themes are already created for you and they're already sitting there waiting for you to select. So when you sign up with Shopify, you can, you know, have your theme selected and you can get moving. You can get started with your business. That was just one theme. There's a ton of them. I'll just click on one more to show you. This one, it looks like it's some kind of clothing, winter clothing, which really, it really connects with our times today because it's been freezing. So yeah, I'm definitely familiar with this stuff. So I'll pull this right on up. And Snow Devil, that's what it's called. It looks like it's winter gear or gear to go skiing. And you know, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. They have it set up. Now, again, this is the theme. You can change, you know, the theme is basically, you know, how the setup of the website is. You can change the images. Naturally, your images are not going to be regarding ski or snowboards. It's going to be regarding whatever your business is. So just know that. It doesn't mean that, you know, you're going to have products like these. They're just showing you the setup of it. And that's what they mean by theme. And then I'll click on the mobile. And this is what it looks like on the cell phone. So you've seen this all the time. This is nothing new that I'm showing you because this is, you know, about 80% of the websites that are out there right now. It's Shopify. They take a lot of the work out of things for you. They already have themes. You just provide pictures and plug them in, and they take care of it. They have their own hosting, so you don't have to worry about signing up for a host as well. So they're pretty amazing. Now, the reason I'm pulling up Shopify on the Instagram marketing business program is because they work well with Instagram and Facebook. The majority of the products that you see sold on Instagram are coming from a Shopify site that is connected with Instagram and Facebook. So what they do is they allow you to do drop shipping, and most people that use Shopify, they do drop shipping as well. So for example, I mentioned Aliexpress. What you would do is sign up with Shopify and they would get connected through Aliexpress, and they would pull whatever items you selected from Aliexpress that you want to sell. Shopify pulls them over to your website. They can use those photos or they can use the photos you provide. They can pull over everything, the vendor's information. So that way, when your customer buys the product from your website, Shopify takes the cut that goes to the vendor and distributes that to the vendor, and then takes the item and ships it out to your customer. Okay, so the way that this works is there's another platform that they use called Oberlo, and I hope I'm saying it correctly. It's either called Oberlo or Oberlo. One of them, but it's incredible. Sign up with them. They have a free sign up. They work with Shopify. They do the work for you. So again, they have a lot of information on here. They even have courses and a lot of drop shipping information. What happens is you sign up with Oberlo as soon as you get your Shopify store, because this is one of the apps that works with them. These are one of the companies that works for them. They have a lot of companies that work with them. This is one of them. They do the work for you. Oberlo is the connector between Shopify, AliExpress, and your Instagram. So your Instagram, when they click on to buy a product on their cell phones, because they can only buy products on the cell phones, they get led to the website, and the transaction is completed. Once that transaction is completed, once they make that payment, Oberlo then takes that payment, dissects it, sends the amount that goes to the vendor to them, and then they take the amount that is yours and apply it to your bank account that you set up on Shopify. So they do that. And then once they get that amount to Aliexpress, to the vendor ships out the product to the customer. So these are things that all work together. So the customer goes on Instagram on their cell phone, they see your product, they like it, they want that t-shirt, they buy it. Oberlo, which is already attached to your Shopify store, will already be connected with Aliexpress, with that vendor from Aliexpress. Oberlo will see the item that was purchased. There is a SKU connected to that item that connects to the Aliexpress vendor. Oberlo gives the vendor their cut, whatever percentage, and then Oberlo deposits the rest into your bank account connected to your Shopify store. The vendor from Aliexpress ships the product out to the customer. That is the cycle. And that's, there's no fee for Oberlo. There's no fee for Oberlo, or I'm probably saying it wrong. It's either Oberlo or Oberlo, one of those, but I say Oberlo. Oberlo connects with Shopify. So get familiar with that. So that's the cycle of things that are going on online. Remember the last time you were on Instagram and you saw a product being sold? It probably was some kind of drop shipping setup. For the most part, that's what's going on. There are people that are doing the wholesale, buying things wholesale and mailing them out and going to the post office and things like that. But a lot of people automate their businesses and they have it drop shipped. Even the celebrities have businesses that are drop shipped through Shopify. I've researched and I saw, several of them, and I'm like, wow, you're a celebrity, or your husband is this person and you're using Shopify like everyone else. And they are. Because they do the work for you. That's the fulfillment cycle. So that's the cycle. So I'm going to go through it again. The cycle is the customer, from your amazing keywords that you set up, from your amazing marketing, from the post that you created, the customer will buy something, maybe some makeup, I don't know, maybe some Nikes or something like that, from the cell phone, of course, because you buy products on Instagram through the cell phone, not on the desktop. So they'll buy an item from this Instagram page. This Instagram page connects through your Shopify store, which already has your Oberlo account attached to it on the back end. Oberlo takes that payment, that money, gives the vendor from Aliexpress, whichever vendor you selected, their cut, and then takes the remaining cut and leaves it inside of your Shopify business account that you attached. And then that vendor mails out the item to the customer. So that is the cycle. That's the drop shipping cycle right then and there. You can sign up with Aliexpress Dropshipping Center for free. You can sign up with Oberlo for free. You can sign up with Shopify for 14 days free, but then they have a fee if you want to keep going. But that's the cycle. You're not doing any work to get that product out to them. These systems are set up in place to do that for you. Your business account where your money will be deposited will already be set up on your Shopify store. Oberlo is already taking the amount that you have to pay the vendor and giving that to them up front, and also taking the address that the customer entered on the Shopify website when they purchased. Oberlo is taking that address and giving it to the vendor. They have a spreadsheet already set up and attached on the back end that does that. So I want you to know this stuff is generated, it's automated. That's how it works. That's how it works. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool because you can relax. You don't have to worry about, oh, this person bought three shirts in a size medium and one in a size small and one in an extra large. And, now I got to make sure I have those sizes and I got to mail them all out to them. No, when you do drop shipping with clothing, you can, it's a bit of a relief because you don't have to have all that inventory to distribute. They order that. Again, those numbers, they connect to Oberlo from your website. Oberlo then goes to Aliexpress, connects with the vendor, gives the vendor their cut, and gives the vendor the address of the customer, and the vendor ships it out. And then the money, your money, is deposited into your Shopify bank account. So that is how it works. I have some Shopify stores. I love it. It's fun. It's simple. The only work that is involved is first identifying which items you're going to sell. Again, Shopify lets you sell up to 40 for the $29. So identifying that and getting your product set up and actually having the SKU number connected with Oberlo, that's the only work. It's the beginning, getting the products set up. So I want to show you something I'm going to click on, I'm back on Aliexpress Dropshipping Center. I'm going to click on this, a retro print t-shirt. I just want to show you how to get to the vendors. So it's pulling it up. Again, I don't know why it always switches languages on me. It does that. I see that it's no longer in English. I don't know why it does that. But yeah, that's what, it only does that to my account. But yeah, so you're going to come on here and you're going to scroll down and you're going to look for the vendor. This is the vendor, Jasti official store. This is the vendor. This is the vendor right here. So you're going to see that vendor and know that Oberlo is going to connect with that vendor and they're going to do the work. Oberlo's going to give them a spreadsheet. Oberlo usually, depending on what the owner of the business wants, they can collect a list of at least 20 products at a time and then give it to AliExpress, or they can go ahead and do it daily, daily distributing the money and putting that order in process. Sometimes they wait a little longer depending on what the actual owner of the business wants. Sometimes you'll get that notification when you order a product that your product is on its way. You get that depending on how soon the business owner wants you to get that. If they want to wait till they have more sales, they can wait and you'll get that later. Okay, so that is what that is. I wanted to put that in this program so you can understand the cycle of drop shipping that connects with stores online. Fenty Beauty. Now, this is Rihanna's beauty line. Again, I don't believe she has a Shopify. I don't believe Kylie has one either. I don't believe Nike has one because they're huge brands. They're huge. So they definitely have their own setup, but the cycle is the same. It's the same kind of thing. The customer orders, there's something system set up to take that order, take the money, divide the money from the vendor's cut to the owner of the website's cut, give the vendor the address, and then the vendor ships it out. So that's how that works. Once the AliExpress gives the vendor the address, you'll get a notification. Once Oberlo gives AliExpress's vendor the address, you'll get a notification that will be sent to your customers as well that the order is on its way. So that's how that cycle works. Okay, so now we're gonna move forward. So I'm glad I put that in there just so that you have an idea if you wanna do drop shipping right away. Before I move forward, someone did ask a question about t-shirts. So let me quickly give you some more info on what you could use for t-shirts. They have something called Printify, and they work with Shopify as well. You can design your own t-shirts, upload the design, and they connect with Shopify, the same process. They mail it out to your customer. They do the fulfillment, the drop shipping is sent out by them. So this is Printify. I'm gonna scroll down some more. Create custom products, sell your products. If you scroll down, they have t-shirts, hoodies, accessories, mugs, phone cases. What's missing? The design, your design. So you can sign up with Printify, who is connected with Shopify. Printify is connected with Shopify. They work together. So you'll get this connected with your Shopify. You'll upload an image for your t-shirts, and then you have t-shirts to sell. Consumers can buy the t-shirt, and they buy the t-shirt, and the t-shirt is sent out, is drop shipped to the consumer from Printify. So that is another system that's set up in place. These t-shirt companies that you see, these leggings, all types of things, this stuff is drop shipped. Rarely there's someone that has all of the machines at home to create and design the t-shirts themselves and then send it out, mail it out. That used to happen a lot before the pandemic with brick and mortar stores, but now a lot of people, they drop ship. It's very simple to sign up with Printify and upload your image to sell your journals, to sell your mugs, your hoodies, t-shirts, women's clothing, men's clothing, kids clothing, home and living, accessories. So thank you for that question regarding the t-shirts, because that gave me an opportunity to pull this up. Printify definitely works with Shopify and Instagram business. So you're gonna sign up with Printify as well. You basically create an image and you upload it onto these products. Now Shopify allows you to have up to 40 products with that basic account, so you can select 40 different items on here that you want to sell with the same image. They even have home and living now, which I think is incredible. They have pillows and things like that you can put designs on. You just upload designs like you would upload any kind of image that you put on social media. You just upload a design and they put it on the t-shirts. So this is Printify, and they work with Shopify. This is one that you've probably seen a lot of too, journals. People are selling a lot of journals and workbooks, and they're automating it. They're using a site like this. So that's another automation tool. Printify, they do the fulfillment, they do the drop shipping, they get it mailed to the customer. So when you use Printify, you won't use Oberlo. Oberlo is something that works with Shopify to connect with the vendors from Aliexpress. So that's the difference. When you're using Printify, you're just using Printify and Shopify together with Instagram. And that's it. So these are the tools that connect with Instagram. So Instagram business, that's what it is. That's how, what you're seeing when you're online and you're seeing people sell hoodies and shirts and workout gear. Most of it, I want to say 90% of it is drop shipped, and it's automated through sites like Printify and Printful. There's other sites like this as well, not just Printify, but this is one that's pretty popular that works with Shopify. So take a moment to check them out when you're home. And now I'm going to go back to Instagram, because what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk about the advertising now. So we're bringing everything around full circle. We started out talking about your interest, what you're interested in, how to find the hashtags on Instagram, how to see the values, put it in here, hashtag fitness, to see, the amount that comes up. Take that information down. That lets you know that amount of people are interested in that word. That's useful information. It's keyword research. So you're going to do that. You're going to have a list of 20. You're also going to use this site called best-hashtags.com and copy several lists of hashtags for your industry and save it on a Word document or save it on your notes section on your cell phone. It's going to be up to you to get those hashtag lists, and that way you can use them in and out. They also give you recommendations on this side, and they give you values, percentage values on here. So this is the hashtag stuff you will need to work on in the beginning. Then we talked about getting the store set up, utilizing sites like Aliexpress Dropshipping, Shopify, Oberlo, which is the glue that holds it all together, that does most of the work, and Printify. Those are drop shipping tools. Aliexpress also has wholesale items. It would just be the regular Aliexpress. Aliexpress Dropshipping Center is not the regular Aliexpress. This is a different site that you have to sign up on. You can go to Google and sign up on it. Just go to Google and put in Aliexpress Dropshipping Center. It'll lead you to this page of which you'll have to create an account. And all of these different vendors on here do drop shipping. So that's what that is, okay? So that's the cycle of those different apps that work together to help your Instagram store. So now we're back on Instagram, where it all takes place. Now, I sent out some handouts regarding advertising campaigns. Now we're moving forward. Now, Instagram, there's several options that you have available. There's Instagram posts, which are the regular posts on your Instagram page. There's Instagram stories, which comes up on the home screen, on your cell phone, and on the desktop. These are the stories up here. Inside of the stories, you'll often find links to where you can buy products. That's what's inside of the stories. Instagram also has something called Reels, which are small videos that play now on the on Instagram news feeds and on the Explorer pages. So these are things that are available on Instagram. Let me give you a moment before I dive in deeper into the advertising and before I do Q&A. Let me just show you another tool that is available for you specifically with Instagram. One moment while that's loading up. Okay, it's called later.com. Later.com allows you to pull up the Instagram desktop, the Instagram mobile, which is the cell phone view, on a desktop. So you're gonna wanna sign up with them, and you want to use them if you want to post on your Instagram via desktop. They also allow you to schedule all of your Instagram posts. They allow you to do Instagram stories. They allow you to do so many different things. Work on graphics, add your URLs to Instagram stories, connect your shop to your Instagram posts. So I want you to sign up with later.com. If you want to automate a lot of tools for your Instagram, later.com, they only work with Instagram. They don't, this is an Instagram tool. The world's favorite Instagram marketing platform. So they're telling you that right there. I'm going to go to pricing because most people always want to know, well, what's the fee? Oh, wait, I got something in the chat. Hold on one second. That's awesome. Thank you. I thought so too. I thought it was pretty cool. Thank you. Someone said that's awesome. But yeah, later.com, you want to check them out. They're going to make your life easier. If you're doing business on Instagram, they can pull up the mobile on the desktop screen. That way you're not always on your cell phone trying to post and, scheduling posts. You want to do that on a desktop. You can attach your products because, again, you're going to have to set up the Instagram store, which I'm going to get into in a moment, which is done through Facebook. So sign up with later.com. Let me just quickly go through the plans. And here they are. The first one, free. It doesn't get any better than that. Free is a win. Remember that. Free is always a win. Free for individuals, free forever. $0. Includes one social set, 30 posts per social profile, one user. They have Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest on here now, but for the most part, they're known for Instagram because they pull up the mobile image on the desktop. So that's the free one. The next one is for building your social strategy, $12.50 a month. So that's this one, 60 posts per social profile. So that one's $12.50 a month. Then it goes up to $20.83 a month. 150 posts per social profile, then advanced. So this is what's available. You can check them out. Again, this is not the only platform, but for Instagram specifically, it's a good one because for the most part, they concentrate on Instagram and getting mobile activity available on the desktop, which is difficult because, on a normal Instagram page like this one, you don't have access to buy products. So if you look at the Fenty Beauty on the app, you're going to see little shopping bags on each post so that you can buy the products on the app. On the desktop, they don't do that. However, when you sign up with Later, you'll be able to do that. So if you want to get into scheduling things and Instagram stories and hashtags and putting your products on each post, I want you to sign up with later.com. So I just wanted to plug that in there. That's an automation tool specifically for Instagram, later.com, later.com. I'm going to give you guys a handout. It'll include this on it. So you don't have to worry if you didn't have time to write down these different apps that I'm pulling up. I'll give that to you on a handout. So I'm going to go now to Facebook because I want to show you, what's important. Last but not least, before we get to Q&A, I want to show you how to make sure your Instagram account is set up as a business account so that you can have a store on it. It's through Facebook. This is a Facebook page that I created for my classes. I have classes with some school districts and with county colleges, and we use this page to practice on. So this is a page that you can have access to. If you need to practice, I'll give you the logins for this. You can practice on our business page. You can create products on here, different things like that. So right now what I'm going to do is show you how to connect an Instagram page to a Facebook page and make it a business page so that you can attach your Shopify and you can start selling products on each post. So what I said at the beginning of this is everything that is of value for Instagram, it comes back to Facebook. Facebook owns Instagram. So if you want to do Instagram ads, if you want to do products on your Instagram page, if you want to monetize Instagram, you have to go back to Facebook and make sure everything is connected. Okay, so here we go. So we're on Facebook. And I am on social media learning. this is a page that we created for the classrooms, just for practice. You know, it's just some of these posts, people were just practicing, and that's what this was about. So social media learning is a business page that we created. Is go to the left. You will need a business page on Facebook first and foremost, if you want to have a business Instagram page and business Instagram account. You will need the Facebook business page, because you're going to need Facebook Business Manager. So this is a business page. If you need to create one on Facebook, there is a plus sign at the top. You can go to create, and you can go down to page. And all you need is a business name, an address if you have one, contact information, a telephone number, you know, things like that, and get you a page created. They are going to ask for a profile photo and a cover photo or video. So that's what you're going to go to, page, from that plus sign, and create that. Now, once you have that, which that's what this is, then we have to connect it to Instagram. So you're going to go to the left. You're going to go down to settings. Settings right there on the left, settings. Go to your Facebook business page, go to the left, select settings. Once you select settings, you get all this stuff, and you're probably like, what is that? That looks so boring. Why are we looking at that? This is the important part about Facebook and Instagram. This is where all your business is taken care of at, from the ads to who controls your page, page roles, you know, event tickets, page info, whether your page is visible or not, whether it's published or unpublished. This is where all that's taking place. And most importantly, the reason why we're here is because Instagram, you see that? You're going to click on that. And the great thing is that this is being recorded, so you can always go back to the library's website, and to the library's YouTube page, and check this out. I got one question in the chat. Give me one moment. Is there a cost for a business page? Great question. Nope, it's absolutely free. You can have 100 business pages, and it's okay. It's free. I have a lot of them. This page right here, you know, it's a mock page. It's for practice. So that lets you know, anyone can create them. You can create them. And I want you to create business pages, even if it's just for practice. You can use this account to do that. Someone said, woohoo, thank you, Dr. April Robinson, thank you. Absolutely, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So the business page on Facebook is free. The Instagram business page is free. They make their money from you being on it. So they're not charging anything. They make their money from us being on it. We are the money. We are the money. And when we buy ads, that's how they make their money. So getting these pages is free. So here we go, Instagram right there. What you're gonna do is you're gonna make sure that your Instagram page is connected to this Facebook page. So it says connected Instagram account. You have access to manage social media learning Facebook page. So you also have access to manage social media _GG Instagram account. So I'm already connected. I'm already connected. What I have not done on that page yet is switch it to a business account. So right here, this is what you're gonna see. It says add Instagram business tools. By switching social media _GG to Instagram business, you can create promotions to reach more customers, get insights about your followers' posts, and get new contact options in your profile. That's what you're gonna do. You're going to switch your account to business. You're gonna switch your Instagram account to business if you don't have one already. Then you're gonna have your business details down here. I'm not going to switch this because this is just for practice. This isn't a real page, but you're going to switch it. They're just going to take a moment and convert it to a business account on Instagram. And what that will do is it'll allow you to create promotions and ads and get insights. Insights is just analytics regarding your business page. What demographic of people, what age demographic we're looking at your post, how much engagement did you get, things like that. Those are insights. So in order to have an Instagram business page, you have to connect it to Facebook and make sure it is switched. You're gonna see this right here. You're gonna click on switch now and switch it to business. Then your Instagram is business and your Facebook is business. So then you're good to go. Once you do that, you can put your products on Instagram. So give me one moment. Let me do a time check. Time check. Okay, I went. It's over 8, so I gotta let you guys I got to do some Q&A. If you guys have questions, go right on in and shoot them through the chat. I'm going to keep moving forward. I am going to stop each time you have a question and answer your question. I see a question coming through right now. Let me take a look at that. Hi, Gigi. I'm conducting a research project. I would like to be able to post survey links and a video explaining the purpose of the survey. What should I do? Great question. Okay, so first things first, you want to have a page already created, a Facebook and or Instagram page created, or LinkedIn, depending on which platform your audience will be on. Then you can have a video added. You could use a reel, which is added on Instagram, or you can use a short video added on Facebook as well. And then you can conduct a survey on here. They have a lot of apps that allow you to create your own personalized survey, and then you can attach that to your Instagram and Facebook. Do you know of any tools, websites to find out if any idea for a business name or logo is already taken? Yes, first things first, what you're gonna have to do for Instagram, for any business that you're trying to use, you have to put that in the search bar. I'm gonna go to Instagram. You're gonna go right here. This will tell you immediately. You go in there and you put in the @ sign and you put in the business name that you want to use. If nothing comes up, it's available. A lot of times something will come up because this is pulling internationally, this is pulling all over. But if it doesn't come up, it's available. So that's how you can check out if that's used already for Instagram. You can also do a check within your state to see if that business name is used. And you can also check with the trademark site to see if that is used as well, which is through, which is federal, is for all the states. So you can do that as well. But if it's social media, you can do a regular check on any search bar. Facebook search, Instagram search, also Google. If you go to Google, great question, by the way. Lenice, give me 1 second. Let me show you another way to do that. If you go to Google, I do this in the other classes. You can do a Google audit, which I love to do. And I could talk about forever, but I haven't mentioned it yet in this program. But a Google audit will tell you all you need to know about a potential business name that you want to use. Go to google.com, go to the right of the page, and go to the right of the page and click on settings, click on advanced search. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Go to google.com, go to settings, click on advanced search, and you're going to do a Google audit. We've done this in several of the programs. This box right here, the second one that says this exact word or phrase, you're going to put in the business name, put in whatever business name that is. And you're going to go down and you're going to select advanced search. This is a heightened search. So if someone is using that business name, Google will pull it, no matter what state, no matter what country. So that's what you want to do. Do a Google audit. I do Google audits of my name. As you can see, it came up because I've done it previously in previous classes. I'm just going to click advanced search. It's pulling everywhere that my name is. So of course there's lots, stuff pertaining to marketing and different programs and things like that. Everywhere that these two words are, if you look at the top, you see how it says Rajeeyah Madinah in quotations? That's Google telling you it's a heightened search. This is a Google audit. So if you want to know about a business name, do an audit of it on Google. You can do an audit of yourself, and a lot of, all information that's public information comes up. Unfortunately for some people, sometimes it's too much personal info that comes up, but that happens. So do a Google audit. I encourage everyone to get familiar with how to do that for themselves, to feel empowered about themselves and also for their business. If someone has your business, Google can pull it. And then you'll check the search bar on the social media sites. So again, the Google audit is google.com, settings, advanced search. The second box, which is this exact word or phrase, that's what you're going to use, and go down and select advanced search, and it's going to pull it up. In the search bar, it's going to have that keyword or term or business name in quotations. So yeah, so that's what you want to do. I saw another question in the chat. Give me one moment. Hold on, I got a couple. So I got the logo question out the way. It says, hi Gigi, what do you click on to change Instagram to business? Great question. Thank you, Trina. Okay, so when I'm on Facebook, this right here, let me move this out the way. You're gonna, when you go to Facebook and you're on your business page, let me show you how I got here again. You're gonna go to your business page. If you don't have a business page on Facebook, you must create one. Go to this plus sign and click on, the create, click on page and create a business page. You just need a business name and some contact info. Then you're gonna go to the left screen, the left side. And this is the new version of Facebook, by the way. They updated it recently. You're gonna go to the left side and you're gonna click on settings. When you click on settings, go down to Instagram. Stay on the left side, click on Instagram. This is how you attach your Instagram page. You attach your Instagram and then you switch now, right here, this blue button. That makes it business. Add Instagram business tools. That makes it business so that you can have a shop on Instagram. That right there. And that will allow you to connect your Shopify page, which will already have your Oberlo connected to your Aliexpress vendors. So that's what you want to do. So great question, by the way. That's where you're going to do that at. Let me see. I have another one. It says, what does the blue check mark on the IG pages mean? Thank you. Great question. Okay, what that means is that page is official. They are a big deal. If you go to, what did I have on here? So many. Fenty Beauty, Kylie Cosmetics, they all have the check mark. That means they are confirmed, they are validated, they are authority pages, basically. Basically, they're celebrities. Honestly, that's what although last week, a couple weeks ago, the Gorilla Glue girl, now her Instagram page has a blue check mark. So now she's a celebrity too. So, you can go viral and then you can qualify for that. But that's what that means. So if you look up Nike, Nike has the check mark. Any celebrity, any huge S&P 500 company, they're gonna have that that blue check mark. So that's what that is. So now I'm going to go to another question. Great questions, by the way. You guys, this is great. I like the engagement. The next question is Facebook related question. When posting on groups, I would like to respond with my realtor page. Is it possible to switch for posting between the accounts for groups my personal account is subscribed to? Great question. Great question. The reason it's great is because I love real estate. Maybe one day we'll do a real estate marketing program with the library, but I love that. If we get a huge demand for it, I will. Facebook group marketing is great for real estate. I'm going to go back to Facebook. You can, when you join a Facebook group, it says you would like to respond from your group page. Yeah, when you do Facebook group, they've updated Facebook. I'm not sure when you signed up for that, when you signed up for that, that page or that group, but when you join a Facebook group, you get to join as a business page or join as a personal page. So if you join a Facebook group, let's go down and see what groups we have. You can post as your business page. You can post as your business page, or you can post as your, as your personal page, whichever one you want. So I'm going to go to our groups. I used to have some real estate ones. Let me see if I can find one. South Florida real estate. I'll click on that. I lived in Florida for several years, so you'll see a lot of times, Florida content from me. This group has been archived. Oh, maybe they slowed it down. I'm not really sure. But yeah, this is one of the groups. So what you can do is you can post on a group as a business page and as a personal page, whichever one. So let me go back. Let me find another one. South Florida Real Estate Investors. That one was last active about an hour ago. So group marketing for real estate is huge. I encourage you, if you do real estate up north, make sure you join some real estate groups from south as well, because a lot of times the buyers that live in the south, sometimes they own property up north too. Sometimes they're back and forth. They're snowbirds is what we called them when I lived down there. So yeah, so I'm on here, South Florida Real Estate Investors, create a public post. So I'll click in there. And it's a little slow. I don't know why it's taking that slow, that's taking that long, but it says Gigi Kennedy. So I joined this as me, as a personal page. So what I would want to do is join a group as a business. So let me go and see if I can find groups to join. Oh no, it says looking for something in this group. When you join a group, let me put New Jersey real estate. When you join a group, you can join as a business or as a personal. So I'm going to click on that, and I don't really want to join it, but I will to kind of show you things. Public information, your membership is pending approval. Of course, they ask questions when you join. Let me come out of this. Hold on one second. I have to show you another example so I can answer this question. One moment. On that one. Oh no, that one's not active. Hold on one second. There's a good one. Okay, so here it is. So general group, public, there's a way on here to join as a business page. Maybe it might be on your cell phone because I'm not seeing it right now on my screen. But when you join, once you get in there, there's an option for you to join as your business page as well. So what I want you to do is whatever group you are trying to join and post as your business page, if you've already joined as a personal page, go to the group again and see if it'll allow you to join as a business page. Because they do allow people to do that. When you go and look at members of the groups, sometimes you'll be able to see that they have businesses attached to groups as well as regular members. So, you know, that's something you want to do to check out. If you have questions when you're doing it, just shoot me an email, and I'll take a look at it further. But you can join as a business page. If you look at this right here, I'm on South Florida Real Estate and I went to members. If I scroll down, they have the members, the people, but they also have pages. You see this? So there's pages that have joined this group as well. So you can join as a business page. Shoot me an email and I'll go through that with you. It'll be really quickly. That only takes a moment. And let me see, I have another question in the chat. Rajeeyah Kamal, send me an email and I'll go through that with you. My email is 1983rmadinah@gmail.com. It's on the bottom of the handouts. I believe you received the handout. Oh wait, I think that was it. That was the last question. Yep. So if you look at this, there's groups that are, you know, businesses that are in this group as well as personal members. So you can join as a business. Shoot me an email and I'll walk through that with you. No problem. And so now I'm going to go back to Instagram. And I was trying to get you to see about the Instagram advertising, which is through Facebook. So I'm going to go to Instagram. I'm going to go to business.instagram.com or business.facebook.com, as the handout said. Either one of those will work. This is business.instagram.com. And if you look at it, it says drops, it says getting started, advertising, shopping, creators, resources. This is pretty fantastic. This is gonna help you get your products and ads and stuff like that. And they may also have influencers on here for you to connect with. So business.instagram.com. Now, if I click on create an ad, you see that? If I click on that, let me just click on that, give me 1 second. So you can see how this works. So I clicked on create an ad, and would you look at that? What was I led to? I was led to Facebook. It hasn't pulled up yet, but that's what it does. It's taking a moment. Instagram business, Instagram ads leads you to Facebook. So this is what you can get connected with when you do the handout. You can create an ad. If you want to create ads from business.instagram.com, you're going to select create an ad and it's going to redirect you to Facebook. You're going to choose a goal. They always have goals for you to, for you to select. I'm going to come over here to the left and see some of the options, or these are different ads that were created in classes. I'm going to choose a goal, boost an Instagram post. That's my goal. So if I click on that, it's taken a while. but it's coming up. If I click on that, it gives me different Instagram posts that I could potentially boost from Instagram. As you can see, our Instagram page doesn't have many posts because it was just a page for practice. But this is available to you. So you can boost your Instagram post or you can boost Facebook posts. You see that? Facebook and Instagram. You can do both. So they can tell you which were your best posts, and it says automatically boost your best posts. So they can give you that. So posts, you would just select that. Oh, I got another question. Can you create multiple Instagram accounts? Great question. Absolutely. Yes. I have a lot. And depending on how many businesses you start, you're going to have a lot. Go for it. I encourage it. That's what this is about. Get in there. This is e-commerce. Create as many as you want, as many businesses as you want. You can create a drop shipping company with t-shirts, as well as have another drop shipping company selling coffee mugs, selling journals, selling products that you have from Aliexpress. Whatever you want to do, you can do, and there is no limits. E-commerce, that's the beauty of it. There's no limits. Hey, Gigi, do you recommend advertising business on Pinterest? Yes, I love it. I love it. Pinterest, the same thing. If you go to business.pinterest.com, you can create ads on there as well. Maybe we'll do a program on Pinterest. We'll include it with another class as well. How do you schedule multiple posts and dates? Great question. I mentioned to you guys a site called later.com, and I'll pull that back up again. Later.com, you can sign up and just use your Instagram, pull your mobile up on the desktop screen, and you can schedule all your posts. You can pick a Sunday and schedule posts, and it's going to go out on its own. You don't even have to worry about it posting throughout the week. Someone said, would love a Pinterest class. Fantastic. Thank you, Pat. Yeah, I'll discuss that with Joy, and hopefully we can get something like that going. Maybe we'll combine it with something. Maybe we'll do like an e-commerce, Pinterest, and Instagram, Twitter class, or just Pinterest and Twitter, with e-commerce, or Pinterest and Google, we'll see, or Pinterest and Etsy. I think those two are cute together. So we'll do that. Absolutely. Thank you, Joy. So if you want to schedule your Instagram, use later.com. Also, I use a site called buffer.com, which I talked about in previous classes. It's amazing. Nobody is posting on social media all day. That would be too much work. And we're typically not posting the day of. If we have events coming up, we're scheduling that and then letting that go out. If we post something the day of, it's because we had to make a quick change, or maybe something is going on currently in the world that we need to, make a post about, things like that. That's when we post, like the day of, right there at that moment. Usually posts are created and scheduled, sometimes 2 weeks in advance. You already know what sales are coming up, what things like that are coming up. So you're already posting and scheduling your post ahead of time. So Buffer allows you to do that too. You can schedule all your posts, not just with Instagram, but they do Facebook, they do everything. Facebook, Google, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, all of it. They allow you to do all of that. They have different accounts. They also have a free account, which is for 3 social channels. This is the one that's kind of popular. $15 a month. You can use 8 social media channels: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Google, now TikTok, Snapchat, all of that. So that's what that is. Buffer.com or Later. But if you're just going to concentrate on Instagram, use later.com. I think that one is pretty good. And you can set up your store and stuff like that. So that is what is available. That's what I use. Let me see if there's any more questions in the chat. It says, can we take your class at Union County College? Absolutely, absolutely. We're starting back up in March. We wrapped up and we're starting up again, I believe, the 3rd week of March. I am going to get that information and I'll send it to you on the email, the follow-up to this program. I'm going to send out an email to you all, and I'll send you the information about Union County. It's going to be super fun. It's in the catalog. They sent the catalog out. I believe they sent it in the mail, but it's also online as well. It's with continuing education classes. It's non-credit continuing education. Yeah, check that out. They'll be in there. I think I have about 4 programs with them. Some are 5 sessions and some are 8 sessions. So feel free, come along. I would love it. I would love it. It's all virtual as well. I use Zoom and I also use Cisco's WebEx. So come on and join us. And also come back to the library. We have amazing things in store for you guys. What I want you to know is that, you know, a class at the county college, you know, there's a fee for it, but what you guys get at the library, you know, they have it free for attendees. So I think you really get a good, you know, you get some good stuff when you deal with the library. They give you good content. Can you email me too? Absolutely, absolutely. If you sign up for the program with the library, I have your email address. I will definitely send you an email to follow up with you all. And I just want to thank you. I just want to thank you as we, you know, wind it down and as we wrap it up. I hope you guys got some good information tonight. If you have any more questions of things you want to learn about, feel free to let me know. This is the best library around. Absolutely. That is awesome, Pat. Thank you. I hope you can see that, Joy. That is fantastic. This is the best library around. It is. I love the Piscataway Library.
We love to hear it. We love to hear it. Thank you.
One more question. Someone said, this is a great session. Oh, thank you. It's been super fun. For crafting a business, do we need to consider angle policies for any materials we use? I'm going to look into that. Lenice Williams, I'm going to send my email and I'm going to look into any specific questions you have so I can give you more detail. Thank you. And this was a great session. Thanks for all the help, by the way. Loving the workshop. Awesome. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Gigi, for the chock full of information. Absolutely. Absolutely. You guys are fantastic. I miss you, Piscataway. And thank you, Joy. And thank you, Joy, for helping, you know, putting this together and getting these programs off the ground. This has been fantastic. I look forward to more. You know, we have more things in store for you guys. So definitely let the library know if you want more programs and what you're interested in and that you enjoyed this one, and we'll create more. Thank you, Mariah. Thank you for all your help. Amazing. Can you please share your email address? Yes. Nikita, my email address is 1983 R Madinah. Let me get that. Hold on. I can pull it up on the screen. I sent out a handout. It's going to be at the bottom of the handouts as well. Thank you so much, Joy. Oh, that's sweet. Yep. It's going to be on the handout. I'm pulling it up right now as well, so you can see it. My computer's a little slow right now. I guess it knows we're wrapping it up. Oh, there we go.
You've got a lot of tabs open. That's
yeah, right. It's like, slow down. Wait a minute. It's too much. This is another handout from last time. I'm trying to pull my email up. Oh, there it is. Hold on. There it is. There we go. There is the email, 1983rmedina@gmail.com. The Google and the LinkedIn login is Social Media Bootcamp LLC at gmail.com, password butterfly15. But don't worry about writing all that down with the Google and LinkedIn, because I'll send you a handout with the logins. And so, yeah, so there's the email, 1983rmedina@gmail.com. Thank you so much. You guys have been fantastic. And thank you, Joy. I definitely enjoyed it. This is fun.
Thank you so much. This is another wonderful program full of information, as someone else said, chock full. Thank you, Rajeeyah Madinah. Thank you to our audience, and good evening, everyone. Stay well and be safe out there, and take care of yourselves and each other. And we'll alert you when we have a new program coming up. Rajeeyah and I are always trying to get our heads together to get some more programming to you. So again, we're very grateful to you for taking your time out tonight to join us. And thank you again, Gigi, for another.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we're all going to be rich, I think.
Yeah, we are. We're going to take these tools and apply them.
Right. Okay.